Mr. Hale's hair. It's so much hair. Oh my God, Mr. Hale, what's going on with your hand? Oh my God, it's my fingers, my fingers. Oh no, Mr. Hale, what happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But what I do know is it's time for math. Yay, math! It's time for lesson 7. Addition and subtraction of rational numbers.
Ta-da! We are in exercise 1, the real-world connection to adding and subtracting rational numbers. Now, what is a rational number, you say? Well, that's an interesting question there, ladies and gentlemen. A rational number is a number, okay, that can be written as a fraction. So 1/2, 0.666 repeating, 9. Those are all rational numbers. They can all be written as a fraction. Pi is not a rational number. That is what you call irrational. It makes no sense. Okay, let me bring back Mr. Hale now.
Hey, what's up, my 7th graders? My peeps, my homies, my slices of heaven. No, I'm kidding. All right, so suppose the 7th grader's birthday is today and she is 12 years old. How old was she 3.5 years ago? Write an equation and use a number line to model your answer. Okay. So we want to know how old she was 3.5 years ago. But we know that today she is 12 years old. So if we take her age 3.5 years ago and we add 3.5, we can find out how old she is today. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if there's another way I can write that. Oh, there is another way I can write that. I could say that her age 3.5 years ago would be the same as saying her age today minus 3.5. So I guess I should use a number line here real quick. All right, so here's 0. There's 1/2 1, 1/2 2, 1/2 3, 1/2 4, 1/2 5, 1/2 6, 1/2 7, 1/2 8, 1/2 9, 1/2 10, 1/2 11, 1/2 12. So I need to subtract 3.5. Well, here's 12. Okay, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and a half. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She was 8.5 years old. That's how old she was 8.5. My goodness, that's amazing. Okay. Well, that's what we did. Now, we got some very interesting information here. It says to place a tail on the arrow. Come over just a little bit. Place a tail on the arrow 12. So, wow, it's actually going to walk you through it. So, I'm going to keep my mouth closed, and I'm going to let you finish that part for homework. Okay. All right, so we're looking at exercise 2. Find the following sum using a number line diagram. A negative 2.5 plus 5. Okay. Well, we start at 0, and we go to a negative 2.5, which would be right here. Okay. Well, we know that to go from a negative 2.5 to 0 is 2.5. So I need to go, that's 1, that's 3.5 now. To 4 is, or sorry, to 2, that's 4.5. So I got to go to another half to make 5. So I'm right here at a positive 2.5. You're like, Mr. Hale, what did you do? Well, I just broke them up. I broke them up. Every single time I moved, I made sure I moved a whole number to make it easier for me. So I know that the correct answer is a positive 2.5. All right. Find the following difference and represent it on a number line? Oh my goodness gracious. How do we do this? Ooh. You know what would be really awesome? I know how to do it. I wonder if you guys can do it. So guess what? Homework. I want to see if you can come up with the difference. I want to know if you can tell me the 3 steps it took to get there, and then I want you to draw it on the number line down at the bottom. Okay? That's what you're working on tonight for homework too. All right? All right. So, number 3. Find the following difference and represent it on a number line, negative 5.5 minus a negative 8. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to follow the subtraction rule. Okay, we got to fix this. We need to use the subtraction rule to fix this problem. Okay, because look, we have a minus negative, and that's not going to work. So if I remember correctly, I leave the first number alone, change the subtraction to an addition problem, then I choose the opposite of the second number, which would be a positive 8. So starting at 0, I go back to a negative 5.5. Here we are, right here, negative 5.5. Well, I know 5.5 is going to be 5.5 units from 0. So 5.5 units. Okay. So I still got to keep on going because I'm adding 8, right? So I add another one. That's 6.5 total. I add another. That's 7.5 total, which means I only have to go another half to get to 8. So my answer would be positive 2.5. See how I did that? Using the number line, I can break up the information that I have. I don't have to try to figure out exactly how far it is. I can break it up to work with what I know, and then I can change things around. Okay? All right, I want you to do... Okay, I want you to do letter A for homework tonight. And I want you to do C for homework tonight. And I'm going to do number B right now, okay? So we're going to still use the subtraction rule, so we got to make sure we use the SR, the subtraction rule. So 7 minus a negative 0.9. So we got 7 minus, oh, wait a minute, we got the subtraction rule. So that minus turns to a plus, and then the negative turns into a positive 0.9, which gives me 7.9. That would be my answer. But it says I need to use a number line model, doesn't it? I could. Okay. So we start off at 0 here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. But Mr. Hale, what about all the 9/10? Good point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why don't you go to 10, Mr. Hale? Because 10 would be a 1, wouldn't it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.5, 7 and 6, 7 sevenths, 7 and 8 tenths, sorry, not 7 sevenths, 7 and 7 tenths, 7 and 8 tenths, 7, 9 tenths, 8. So I'm at 7, and I need to add 0.9. So I go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So my answer would be 7 and 9 tenths. Okay? Easy peasy, simple, extra cheesy. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do letter A for you. I want you to do B for homework tonight, and we're going to discuss in the morning. I want you to be prepared for your answers because I'm going to ask somebody for the answer. I'm telling you, it's going to come too. All right, so Samantha owes her father $7. She just got paid $5.50 for babysitting. If she gives that money to her dad, how much will she still owe him? Okay, so if you remember what I told you, if you owe money to somebody, that means it's a negative number. Okay? So if Samantha owes her father $7, then she is $7 in the hole. Okay? She just got paid $5.50. She's going to give that to her father, so we need to find how much he still owes her. So she earned $5.50, and she's giving that to her dad. Okay? So I got to use a number line according to this. It says use the number line diagram. So I'm going to do that. All right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, oops, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0, positive 1, positive 2, and positive 3. All right, now in the middle here are our halves, so let's make sure we write those down. It's important that we write our halves because we know our answer has a half in it. All right, so I'm all the way back here at a negative 7. All right, and I got to add $5.50. So let's start off with the 5 first, okay? Let's add 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we just added, all right, $5. I still have to add 50 cents, right? So I add, so plus 50 cents, and that stops me at right here, okay, which is going to be at a negative $1.50. So she still owes her daddy $1.50. Okay. The number line diagram is just a way for you to represent understanding how the addition and subtraction takes place in terms of word problems and in terms of diagrams. Okay. So there's no real problem here. There's nothing that we haven't already discussed and we haven't already solved. So we're going to stop off right there, okay? We're going to do the rest of this for, like, we've got some problem sets here at the end of the book. There's 6 problem sets. We're going to work on these in class, okay? So be prepared. And with that, we're going to call it a short night. So, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, hasta luego. I'm going to add some more. I'm going to eventually figure out what it is for Russian and what it is for Italian and things like that. Well, no, ciao is Italian. I guess I got some other words I got to learn, like German or something like that. But I want you guys to have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed your short, sweet, and to the point lessons.